Do you have an idea? Do you have an idea why I'm connected to people that are day by day further away from, like the candy dealer guy was my best friend 1 2 years ago. We had fun moments, but now I see him as a dumb individual with no morality. Precisely, there you corrected it now. And as a superiority aura, it's because of intelligence, Patrick. It's because of intelligence, and this doesn't have to do with being arrogant, like you mentioned previously. I bet by now you can tell the difference between. This is an interesting topic, people. The difference between arrogance and intelligence, because as I have been mentioning, precise. As I have been mentioning, um, intelligent people are able to see defects in society that other people can't. Now, this could be interpreted as a sign of arrogance, precisely as you were mentioning, as I'm saying that an individual can see things that others can't. However, where does arrogance end and an objective analysis of reality starts? Therefore, not being arrogance, because if you're describing reality precisely, it's not, because you're describing reality. It ends precisely when you can discern the objective arrangement of molecules and particles, when realism emerges and relativism fades away. Precisely, Patrick. So why is it that you feel further away from the candy dealer or whatever, even if he was a good person? Because you can perceive, because you're intelligent, and intelligent people can perceive things that others can't. By intelligence, I don't mean that we are born geniuses, people. I mean that, I don't know, maybe after meeting me in the chat, I don't know, I don't want to do self-claimed things. You learned about realism, you learned about other things, and they just rationalized, maybe your chats with me rationalized what you instinctively could tell about the candy dealer. You knew it was wrong, but you couldn't explain why. I explained to you why with lots of arguments that I talked for a lot of hours, and there it was rationalized. As it was rationalized, the brain of an intelligent person gets to see things that another person would probably just ignore me. Is the thing. And just keep going with the candy dealer and probably telling me that I'm an idiot or something like that. It's because when we rationalize why things happen, then we can make different decisions. That is the key. The problem is that people don't ask themselves why things happen. Why things happen. That is the problem.
Forget it. The longer we stay, the better the odds we become permanent residents.
Point taken, but we can't go back that way, so... Here, tunnel, tunnel, tunnel.
So pretty much because of that. Because you could identify, now it's even in the middle with no morale, you have the superiority. Well, because of that. Because you can spot the second part of the question.
Enemies. They are survivors.
I command legions.
Numbers are irrelevant.
Your logic circuits are corrupted, and you passed that corruption to the Geminis. They are as much a threat to Iocath as you. I will recycle your components into something more useful. There has been an error.
Yes, yours. I escaped while you were distracted. But I promise we will meet again. Soon.
So basically that is what I mentioned to you, Patrick. This like that. Dumb individual with no morality and has superiority. Yeah, but to identify the existence of morality, you first need to be intelligent, perfectly. To be exposed to realism.
dates back to the gang.
To be exposed to critical thinking. Okay.
I trust your instincts. We'll get through this together.
That's why you're going in first. After you.
If you say so, let's go. Escape the necropolis. Okay, so it's basically that. It's basically that. I'm deionized, right? Yeah, I'm deionized. So it's basically that, Patrick. As we get to perceive reality instead of our... As we drift away from our subjective perception of it, we become more... We have more critical thinking, we become more intelligent. And because of that, we can spot things that normally relativism numbs our mind to. It's the opposite. Relativism, contrary to that, majority, and that's it. What the majority decided, no more questions. It has a numbing effect on the mind. That because the second you reach a majority, well, that's it. Why would you think further from that? There's no reason. If reality is the sum of our perceptions, once there's a majority of perceptions, that's it. Maybe what I'm telling you, with the chance we've had because of your curiosity, you could rationalize what you instinctively thought about your friend. You could perceive that that selling the candy was killing the people.
Nobody better mess with us now.
But you turned the empirical evidence into theory. And when that happens, it's rationalized. And there, well, that's what happens. You can identify that. Besides another thing, you told me that you talked to the person. You told me that you talked to the person, telling him, well, but does the candy kill people objectively? What you told me about the argument of it's my opinion that he told you, and I just sell it, and that's pretty much it, and I don't ask any more questions. See, there's the numbing effect. I don't ask any more questions. There he's limiting himself. So, here, I'll drink a bit of water, people. So, you told me you discussed the topic with him, and he eventually ran out of arguments. So you could verify that there wasn't a solid theory as a base for his way of acting. You could verify that he ran out of arguments. You could verify he couldn't explain why he acted like he acted. You could verify how the person couldn't perceive the existence of a moral compass as the basis of society. You could verify that the person liked cars and just parties and those things. And shallowness and etc. So after being able to verify all of those things, well, you most probably drew your conclusions through the scholastic method, which is precisely observation and verification of how molecules arrange themselves, separated from personal opinion. I always thought he was smart before realism. You were quite no. You weren't a quite naive person with people. You believed him when he said, "Oh, I know what I'm doing. I could quit one day." Could he quit? Could he quit so far? Could he quit so far for all the years he's been doing it? Could he? No. No, it's not that you were naive. Nah, of course. Well, of course not. It's a deduction of empirical evidence. You need to pay attention to reality to identify it. Never take it for granted. No, of course. Well, indeed that. He's more arrogant. That's what changed. So it was for the worst. For the worst instead. Well, There you are verifying with empirical evidence the theory. Well, he changed for the worse. Well, it's not that you were naive, Patrick. It's not that you were naive. At your age, at teenage ages, it's extremely difficult to identify all of these things. Don't feel that you were naive or whatever. You already did a lot by identifying the truth and everything. In that sense, no, it's not that you are naive or those things. Here I should have spawned the second group. It's not that you were naive or anything like that, Patrick, because your friend wanted to do candy dealing there in Hungary and etc. And that he was your school friend or whatever. Pretty much, it's not that you were naive. Relativism encroaches upon society and preys on this numbing effect that it has. It has a numbing effect, as I'm telling you. And that is more severe than what you might imagine. Has a numbing effect, because if everything is a matter of opinion, the second you reach a majority, well, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. And don't worry, I couldn't identify all of these at your age, of course. I had to go through a process. Over at high school, I was always against abortion and same sex marriage and etc. I was always against it, but I couldn't explain why as well. When we can explain why things happen, why they are wrong or why they are right, well, there is when actually we realize. But don't blame yourself. It's not that you are naive. It's not that you were naive with him. It's not that you were naive with him. You did all you could, given the context of the situation. As I told you, you could identify that it was wrong. You couldn't explain why, just like I told you that it happened to me as well. Don't feel bad. Never feel bad because of that. Just ask yourself why immediately afterwards. It's the best thing I can tell you what to do. Just ask yourself why immediately afterwards. I don't think so. Here you go. That one was boosted because of the Steam. Those bosses are tough. What I realize is that people act like beasts. Indeed. Indeed. Sadly, most of the population, they act like beasts. Indeed. And we should strive for a civilized society, because we're not animals. Indeed. Do candy, they learn to be ignorant, because if they would realize reality that they are they would realize that in reality they are losers, they would definitely break them psychologically. Good point. Indeed, it is exactly as you described. Ignorance turns us into beasts, and this does not mean that realist philosophers, we are some kind of semi-god, superior beings, or whatever the fuck. No, it means that society needs to be able to rationalize why they act like they act, and that is the problem is that is a direct contradiction with relativism. See the problem? Because the second you say that reality is the sum of our mental perceptions, that the majority defines reality, it goes directly against this principle. That is the problem. That's why it's flawed. Because it goes against that principle. It goes against that very basic principle to explain why things happen. Why would you have any interest in explaining why things happen if reality is already defined by the majority of the population, or by a parliament or whatever? What interest would you have In, define, in finding out why things happen, the objective arrangement of molecules and particles, if it's already been solved for you. Why? You have no incentive to do it. Being ignorant fortunately got upgraded in social media. Obviously romanticized the act, now being nonchalant. Being nonchalant, I don't know what that may mean. Which means you are careless, no responsibility, mysterious, and cool. That is the problem. What is there of mystery in... No, the concept of fascination that I told you that precisely love is the fascination for another person, and precisely because of that fascination is appropriating the pain of that person and etc. But regardless that, as your own, but regardless that, how can you have fascination? How can the relativism that runs wild in social media can be mysterious if they don't wonder why reality is like it is? See that it's a constant contradiction. Why would you have any incentive to find out any mysteries of how molecules and particles arrange themselves? If the majority decides it for you, it has a numbing effect. So if you're nonchalant, you need to act like a careless person, like you need to act calm, always, no passion. What a clown attitude.
Team Outlander is that away.
That is stupidity at its finest.
I am pleased you live.
That is stupidity at its finest, Patrick. Would you say, for example, that I'm not a logic-oriented individual, and because of that, I do have a degree of calmness? But it doesn't have to do with having no passion and not expressing emotions. Logic has to do with analysis. It doesn't have to do with how inexpressive you might be in that sense, and having no responsibility, being careless for having no responsibilities. That's why I don't use any social media, people.
If our new
I
friend
can
is
imagine this trend for
he'll
a
be
16-year-old.
Have secured and encrypted this node. Conversation
No,
will
I
remain
think
private.
newer generations
There
will
is
realize
from
of all of
Ares
these
to help you.
things.
Unfortunately, Valen has also broken free, and she found her missing starships.
In that sense, because, as I told you, but well, you can
It's
identify
pointless. We'll
those
die
things
defending our ships.
perfectly.
No one dies without my permission.
Empress Valen, you're alive.
For the time being.
Are you sad locked all that's left of my forces?
We suffered heavy losses. There are more survivors hiding nearby.
Call them here. I'm taking back my fleet.
We will be destroyed. I was on Voss. I heard my sisters die. I'm afraid, Empress.
As I was saying, I'm taking back my fleet. Join me. The controls can't be far.
The defenses of the factory are also.
Presents an opportunity. If she distracts Ares, we have a chance to stop him.
I want you all criminals dead.
There is no we. You betrayed me. I'll bury you in the same grave with Ares and Valen.
I am confident you will recognize the benefits of our partnership.
You can imagine the trend of the nonchalant shit act, like acting careless without responsibility. Yeah, like the streamers, you mean, Patriot? Like the streamers. Like driving drunk and those shits and etc. Well,
Aw, come on.
I legit had this conversation. Man, I don't give a fuck. Then what do you care about? Money. Uh, oh, sweet. Sweet teenage years of ignorance, Patrick. It's a contradiction. As I told you, relativism is a constant contradiction. Hey, we got the final boss of chapter 5, I guess, people, huh? Then we can confirm that the Geno Haradan hunters were pretty much an exception. When do I get to fight the huge mutant there? Power conduit here? I shouldn't have used my polarity shift then. Can I deal damage to this thing? Oh yeah, it's taking damage. I just deal damage to this. Repair droid. Okay, we have to learn this. Okay, I'm getting the point. Alright. He's getting the power from the conduits. Okay, this is the final boss of chapter... That one is not taking any more damage. They are sequential. They are sequential, I believe, people. There we go. When he gets on his knees like that, he can take damage. It's our chance. We'll go for Legacy Orbital Strike. The steam, that will boost me. Perfect. Polarity will boost darkness and everything. Crushing darkness and all of those. And as you can see, the whole health bar goes to shit in 1 minute. Easy. I think I went a bit overboard though. Nice, you evade the area of effect damage. Hang on. Nothing like multitasking. I love bosses that make me multitask. Do it like this. Remember to always turn around. First try. Look at that, people. Look at that. Now I'll get to the Patrick. It's like that. I had a legit conversation. Man, I don't give a fuck. Then what do you care about, you ask the candy dealer or the person. Money. Well, there you have it. You believe a person could grow out or somehow change about this perception of reality? Yes, of course. Of course, Patrick. Of course. Of course. Nihilism is destroyed by realism. That is nihilism. Absence of purpose in human existence. And trying to replace it with the second answer, money. Nihilism, it's called. Created by Friedrich Nietzsche.
That's no help. Can't find either one of them.
Finding inspiration in Immanuel Kant, the person from the emote that you love so much, that you always use, who created relativism in the northeast of Poland in the year 1600s, more in the 1600s. Immanuel Kant. In the zone that is now Kaliningrad, was previously Königsberg, and when Pillow ties himself, indeed, Polish flag and relativism alert, indeed, in the zone that is now Kaliningrad. After World War II, it was ceded to Russia. It was then previously Königsberg, and originally, Pillow told me that it was Kralowiec or Krolowiec, and that he wants to tie himself to a missile to be launched to recover it. Pillow, always a salute to him if then he's watching it as a bot. pretty much. Nihilism is destroyed by realism and by education. Education rules the nation, Patrick. Old British saying that I deeply love. Education rules the nation. Once people know that they are repeating the things that a guy in the 1600s said, ignoring how metaphysical reality arranged itself in the previous 1600 years of humanity, Roman Empire, because he ignored everything, Nietzsche. He ignored Roman Empire, Greece, medieval times. Once the person understands that, well, like it happened with you, our chains are broken, yeah, and we are free of it. And by this I don't mean that everyone turns into a monarchist, huh? It's not that everyone turns into a monarchist, into an Anglophile monarchist like me, huh? I don't mean this. Not at all. I mean that they stop being relativist, at least. You can be non-relativist, have your critical thinking, and then have liberal tendencies. but at least recognize the objective arrangement of molecules and particles. I know that right now you don't see any light
That droid is mostly intact.
at the end of the tunnel, Patrick, but consider this: humanity has been realist for
This is why you're the commander.
We send the droid to attack while we hit the roof.
1600 years.
Sold. I'll start scanning for the shuttle. Fingers crossed.
1600 years. Till Immanuel Kant. So, what percentage is that? 70%, 80% out of the 2000 years post Roman Empire, Christ, and etc. Almost all of it.
We're ready.
I'm a go to sleep now, so don't lose hope, Patrick.
Somebody'll have to
Have a
control
good
the
stream,
shuttle
good night,
from the
bye.
inside.
Thumbs up and hard. Thank you, Patrick, always for debating for 2 hours. Today we debated for 2 hours. I know that it's quite late there in Hungary. So thanks to you and to Pillow always for the great debate. Have a great night, and we will continue here until always here for the boss, man. I'm not perfect, Patrick. Remember, I'm never perfect, but I strive the best to not be ignorant. That's for sure. That's for sure, people. Always here for the boss, man. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you. You're also incredible. Also incredible. Also incredible. Besides, at your age, you already are with your age and having the courage to debate all of these things with me. You already you already better positioned than 99% of the population. Think of it like that. Especially for any debate, it will be quite hard for anyone at 17 years to debate against you. In that sense. In that sense. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, Patrick. I always enjoy your company. Bye bye. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. See you on Tuesday.
Are you kidding? I'm a walking tank. It's payback time.
Oh, don't tell me we get to control the tank now. We get to control the big droid, like we did at the beginning of the chapter.
To get you for Life Day.
Don't tell me we get to do a section with the massive droid like at the beginning of chapter 1. Yep, looks like we do. Or not. Okay, here we go. Let me see the abilities. Ah, the heroic moment is about to... Oh, what the fuck, the camera is like this? What is this? So, we got wrist laser. Fire the Colossus's droid wrist laser at your target, dealing heavy range damage and dealing splash damage to nearby targets. Okay, it's an AoE. Stomp your target, dealing 27,000 damage. Only usable on elite or weaker targets. Loads the Colossus's war droid wrist launchers with a new supply of rockets. So this is like the recharge ability. That I conveniently have it with R because of my key bindings. Rocket Assault fires a cluster of rockets that bombards enemies in a 5-meter radius. So this one another AoE. They are both AoEs. Because this one deals splash damage. Heavy range damage and splash damage. So it has a meter of 70. Put up a defensive shield, preventing all damage while repair systems restore internal functionality with a cooldown of 15. So we activate this shit by default. I cannot activate this shit. God damn it. I wonder how they programmed this shit. What about this one? This one I couldn't use it. What about the stomp? Oh, this is gonna be tough apparently. That one, finally? What does that... How is it that it doesn't activate at all? Ah, because you have to charge it first. This one charges this one. Okay. So the R charges the other one. Okay. I get the point. So I leave this one charging. And now I can fire it. I leave it ready. Like that. Pretty much like that. Pretty much like that. Pretty much like that. What is this shit? This is not the game that I used to play. No. No. What the fuck? No. Interesting. Okay, okay, people. I don't think anyone is going to blame me for losing at this section. We already finished chapter 4 today completely. So let me load the rockets. There. 4 seconds. There we go. And then you have all the missiles there. You reload. Okay, 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 okay. Repair mode. Like that. It's absorbed. You stomp them. And you fire the missiles. Just fire your missiles away, people. Or stomp them like this. Maybe you just stomp them as it knocks them down. The camera is a bit uncomfortable for this shit, right? Load the missiles. We already have 6, up to 6 it is. It's just one droid. Oh, okay. Now you start using range. We begin to see the importance of range. He's jumping on them. I love it. Okay, those ones. There we go. No, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Okay, okay. It has a bit of a... I can jump. There. And then as they respawn, you reactivate the shield, pretty much. Okay, well now? You're a fire tank droid. What? It's not dying. Nice shot. Kill them fast, so they don't deal damage. Kill them fast. Judgment? Oh, we got a big one here. Careful, we got a big one. Let's just stomp them like that. Once most of them are dead, we activate our silly shield. And we keep dealing damage. Who the fuck created this section? Who created this section? I have 3 missiles. Why is it that I cannot activate it? Here, for example, I need area of effect damage. This one doesn't deal area of effect damage to them. And let me reload. I'll save it for the next wave, as this one cannot kill me.
20 seconds. Time to go, Commander. We'll hold the landing zone. Hurry!
Those are some good reaction times. Honestly, that I don't know who created this section, but it's as weird as it is amusing, people. There we go, some knockdowns. Careful, this one is the most dangerous one. Another tank droid there. Oh, ads die first, always. And now we'll let them spend their silly ability. We'll let them spend their silly ability as we raise our shield. Very good. Quite good, quite good. It's gonna blow. Nice maneuver. Let's go. I think we finished chapter 5, people? Master mode. We're going at a very good pace. The only one that is impossible then solo is chapter 2. Broken level design. The Geno Harlan Hunters.
That's what I call an escape.
We're not alone. Sensors detect another vessel. Scorpios.
Is it following us?
It's leaving.
I can't wait to have this
Before you go any farther, observe.
this expansion done to proceed.
What was that?
There's a massive energy shield surrounding Iokath. Nothing can pass through it.
Ares controls the shield.
Oh, we're trapped.
Our host doesn't want anyone leaving his party.
He's clingy that way.
Your struggles provide invaluable design feedback, but they do not change my decision. You are not worthy of inheriting Iokath. Soon, you will die.
You've lost control, and we're coming for you.
The odds are against you. My creators were flawed beings, but they left a great legacy at my disposal. The weapon I used to incapacitate you is re-energizing.
The energy wave that knocked us unconscious. We have no defense against it.
When it fires this time, you will not wake up.
That weapon should be mine.
I'll destroy you, claim that weapon for myself, and conquer the galaxy with it.
The weapon is a part of this world. It cannot be separated. I appreciate your intentions, however. If you have any affection for your alien companions, I recommend using these final...
I have identified a design flaw in Ares. He talks too much and has revealed his location. We no longer require his input.
She's transmitting coordinates.
You will find Ares there, along with his weapon and the energy shield controls.
Ares is all that stands between me and total control of this world. Consider what that will mean for you.
Good hunting, Commander.
I heard everything. Don't let that no-good double-crossing droid get off easy.
You're one to talk. You're as much a traitor as Scorpio is.
The difference is I double-crossed you for good reasons.
No, it's not. Both going to jail if it were for me. That sounds. Okay.
The shuttle won't last here. I've got coordinates to the gravestone. Be right back.
Is this chapter 6 or what? No, we're still in chapter 5. We're still in chapter 5, people. We're still in chapter 5. I would love to have this chapter finished right today.
Testing.
Nobody better mess with us now.
Boosted Force Storm.
Your attack will not delay me. This battle
Let's make use of the
restore
polarity shift.
balance. This destruction is unacceptable. I will not wait for my
I wonder if I'll be able to finish chapter 5 today, actually. Sadly, I cannot deploy.
docking array. It will not succeed.
I cannot deploy crew skill comps while doing this. Otherwise, I would. It would be even better for me because
Energy shield. Lower maximum ceiling by 10
I need some crew skills. I need some maths.
I have seen this irrational, self-destructive behavior before. Ultimately, you and Valen are failed designs.
I am nothing like Valen. I'm here to save lives.
I find that inconsistent with your methods.
We found it. Now, release my ships before I lose my temper.
It's working, Empress. We're taking back the fleet.
Yeah, and they are going to implode as they try to leave the atmosphere.
Find the source of that energy shield and destroy it.
The gravestone. It's free.
Same thing we are doing. So, Iokath. This world is quite interesting. I never explored it in the game. People.
Critical damage. Mission incomplete. Updating Ares base control.
Ares has a base.
Commander, we snaked the gravestone right out from under Valen's nose. Weapons are still offline, but we've got shields. We're heading for it. Uh-oh. Eternal Fleet warships in pursuit. Have to shake them off.
It will take decades for Iokath to recover from the destruction your kind has wrought in one day.
It's your own fault, stupid.
If you stop trying to kill us, we can discuss helping you rebuild.
Like Scorpio, you are designed only to destroy.
Oh, we got nihilists here, people. People who don't see any purpose in human existence. That is disgusting. Let's go, let's go. I think we can finish chapter 5 today. That will leave us with only 6, 7, 8, and 9 to deal with.
Probe, record, dispose.
Yeah, definitely the Geno Harlan Hunters of chapter 2 were an extreme exception. Shit. They were an can I do that? That was faster. Nice. So, through here. So we can confirm that only for chapter 2 of the Genoharadan Hunters, you actually need another person to do it. Chapter 3, 4, and 5 so far, they are easy to solo. Knights of the Fallen Empire was tougher in that sense, overall. Master mode solo. There was only one encounter that I would say it was almost impossible to do, but there were more like elite bosses that in the chapters that would kill you faster. So the most unbalanced one, the one that you will need at least one more person to do it, is the Genoharadan Hunters of chapter 2. The rest, all of Knights of the Fallen Empire, and so far the rest of Knights of the Eternal Throne, you can solo it. No worries. No major worries whatsoever. Maybe the final fight with Arkan, yes. I would suggest using a Juggernaut or a Power Tech to reflect some of the one-hit kills. In that sense, the final fight with Arkan and the KJ boss fight that I have here over at the Twitch channel, that one, the second to last boss, right before Arkan, that one, yes. Maybe you also need the reflection of a Juggernaut or a Power Tech. But besides those specific points of Master Mode Knights of the Fallen Empire and Eternal Throne,
Weapon power at 90%.
90% is soloable, precisely. Ah, it's a human! It's a human being! Look at that. Or not.
Resilient.
No.
I believe you may be some type of virus.
Ah, you are a droid, that explains it.
I've endured countless insults. One compliment won't stop me from tearing you apart.
Good point.
As implied, viruses must be eradicated.
Eternal Fleet getting freed there, people? I think we're by the end of it, huh? I still have 1 hour for the rest.
Empress, we've recaptured half the fleet.
We'll tow the remaining ships with tractor beams. But we still can't penetrate that energy shield. This droid knows all about Ares. Connect to its data core and get me answers.
Oh, the other Gemini droid.
Ares occupies a fortress in the southern hemisphere. He is preparing to fire a weapon that will destroy us all.
What are you waiting for? Turn that fortress to dust.
It is heavily protected. Our firepower is limited.
Then you'd better make the most of it.
Your Geminis function suboptimally. Scorpio's free will protocols impair their judgment.
Tell me something I don't know.
I can override Scorpio's programming, restore them to default settings.
Go on.
Bale's bombarding your position. I'll draw our fire, but you need to end this.
Valen has the right idea. The gravestone can destroy the weapon before it fires.
It is too late for that. Overload weapon capacitors. Fire at will.
Acknowledged.
Finally, final boss fight.
This always does the trick.
Can I stand this thing? No, it's a boss. What? Stand still here, right? Tell that to a sorcerer. You haven't PvP'd against me. Stand still to a sorcerer. Nice joke. I think I can do it first, right? Let's see. This is a bit impetuous, doing this using all my cooldowns first try without analyzing the pattern, but we'll see. I presume that is a one-hit kill, without a doubt. What? That wasn't my my force choke. It was just the animation of a fight. Let's try. But I got a lot of range. Ah, tentacles. We got tentacles. Tentacles, tentacles, tentacles. Ads. We have ads, people. We always have ads. I don't think this is going to end well. Is he taking damage? No, he's not. Ah, the power cells. Alright. My targeting goes straight for enemies. And they are neutral there. With an enemy on top of it, so it's difficult to target. There we go. Give me polarity shift. What? Now you're fighting melee? Good for you. Won't save you. Just make sure you take the damage. I presume it's a one-hit kill. More or less. Did you notice that the channeling shit, the channeling bar is bugged since the last update, people? That it kind of like stops there. Oh, I broke your line of sight. What are you gonna do about it? Here we go. Once again, this shit. So here, the power cells. You destroy this shit. There, they are marked. And like that, I'll do something faster. I'll just cast the Force Storm that identifies them, and I just go for the objective. Sorry that sometimes I don't show you what I am targeting directly, people. It's just that I do it fast and well. And well, targeting like this, well, has that consequence that I'm a clicker, as you can see, and that has that problem. Oh, you picked the wrong sorcerer to target. I move pretty much perfectly, sir. Uh-huh. Damn it. What? There. Let's do it like this. Easier.
Nobody better mess with us now.
Not that one is not affected by slows, so no point using the lightning bolt before the shock. You have a small bonus with lightning as you slow them down, but these bosses are immune to slowdowns, so pretty much 50% extra defense just to secure the kill. Stand still. You really haven't faced me in war zones. Sorry that sometimes you don't see a target. Sorry that sometimes you don't see a target. Pretty much. That is like that. Easy. First try. Quite easy. This was a balanced boss fight. Not like Arkan that gave me a lot of issues during Knights of the Fallen Empire. Easy. Good. The Genohara... See that it doesn't make any sense that the Genohara and Hunters of Chapter 2 were impossible to kill, and this one was killed first, right? See, there we can see a flaw in level design that I couldn't solo. It was the only fight that I couldn't solo there, and this one, yes. That it makes no sense. And this was the final boss of chapter 5, people. It makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense.
We're out of time.
So I presume chapter 5 is over. I still have 1 hour for chapter 6. Look at that. We're progressing smoothly.
Weapon disengaged.
Why is the voice of
Promised Ares we'd meet again.
it's like happy?
I lowered the planet's energy shield. We are free. You can escape Biocav, and I will liberate myself. From here, I can upload my consciousness into the planetary network. I will no longer be merely Scorpio. I will become one with Biocav.
How sad you think I'd let that happen? This world is mine to command. But don't worry, I'll make your final moments memorable.
Consider all I did for you, and what you gained by aiding my ascension. All I ever wanted was the freedom to be more than a weapon, or a slave. You will never comprehend what I endured from your kind. I saved your life. If I merge with Iocav, perhaps I can help defeat Valen. Warning. Weapon capacity.
Or she betrays the Alliance.
Containment failure imminent. Organic life forms in lethal danger.
The weapon's going to explode. The radiation pulse will cover the planet, kill everyone.
Not if you flee. Please. I will never trouble you again. Let me go.
Yeah. I hate traitors, people. But she did help constantly. I will never trouble you again. Okay. Last chance.
This is the end for us. If you break your promise and threaten the galaxy again, you won't be forgiven.
Indeed.
I understand.
You better do.
Farewell. And thank you.
I'm losing patience, Gemini.
Our planetary shield has been deactivated. Our fleet can escape.
Not until my enemies are dead.
The weapon's radiation pulse will not only kill organics, it will damage Geminis. We cannot stay, Empress. We will not.
Make it obey me.
Overriding Gemini protocols. Resetting to defaults.
What is happening? My thoughts. No. Gemini, online. Awaiting orders.
We're going to be friends.
It's time to go. Bring the ship around.
Just picked up 4 new bogies. We're coming in hot.
Okay, people. I think that was the final boss of Chapter 5. As I told you, we can confirm that the Genoharadan Hunters were an exception, because we could complete the rest of the chapters. We could easily complete the rest of the chapters without any kind of issue, as a direct consequence of it, so pretty much. Like, the Genoharadan Hunters of Chapter 2 are unkillable, but the rest of them, they're impossible to solo. But the rest of it, the rest of the Knights of the Eternal Throne so far, then we could do Chapter 4, sorry, 3, 4 and 5. 3 chapters so far, and you can see it. They are soloable. Knights of the Fallen Empire was tougher solo, I would say even. Except the Geno Harlan Hunters. That one is broken, chapter 2.
Just right.
I think that one is broken in master mode. This must have been a joy to program that jump with the old engine of the game.
We're not gonna clear the planet in time.
Don't wait. Punch it.
We have lost contact with the pursuit vessels on Iokath.
But did they catch the gravestone?
The enemy vessel escaped.
Can you reprogram all the Geminis like you did her?
I only require a connection.
I can arrange that.
Chapter 5 done, people. Chapter 5 done. Perfect. What time is it? Then the game has the time for me. We can do one more hour of chapter 6. We can do one more hour of chapter 6. And then I have to go have dinner. Pretty much, people. Thanks always to the 89th YouTube subscriber there. Always thanks to Crowbar and Axis, to the usual subscribers of the Twitch channel, and to Pillow and Patrick and District for the great conversations this week, of course.
There's nothing like a long vacation to make you appreciate coming home.
Indeed.
This isn't my home. Not anymore.
You're going to jail.
You don't belong anywhere, Koth. That's what happens when you betray me.
I don't think I ever really belonged here. You spared my life, Commander. Best way I can repay the Alliance is to disappear. I don't know what it will take to stop Valen and save Zakul, but I hope you find it.
Indeed. Get out of here.
Gravestone is back where it belongs. You've earned a moment's rest. I'll prepare an Alliance status report. Find me when you're ready for the debrief.
Chapter 5 done, people. That was easy. We didn't have any major problems. Really. Can I deploy crew skills by now? Should be able to, yeah. Give me those hurricane crystals. I hate that I cannot do this while I am doing those stupid chapters. See that I illuminated the lag almost completely. Okay.
Whatever you need, I'm your man.
Okay, I don't have to repair. Yeah, people, as you can see, I'm constantly repairing.
It's been
so
a pleasure.
Yeah, let's go.
Good news, Commander. Just before we escaped Iokath, Scorpio sent technical readouts to us. We're using them to enhance the gravestone.
It's a farewell gift.
The ship is dry docked while we finish the upgrades, but Tora and Hilo have already formed a replacement crew.
Nice.
Our scout reports Iokath's radiation levels are still dangerously high. They disrupt navigation, comm signals. We can't get close enough to explore. And we've seen nothing of Scorpio, assuming she did merge with Iokath.
I think we've seen the last of her. When we parted ways, she seemed almost happy.
It's more than she deserves. Regardless,
I
we have no
agree
way
with
of
that.
knowing when Iokath will be safe to explore again. When that changes, you'll be the first to know. There's been no change in Senya's condition. The doctors have done all they can. The rest is up to her.
What have we learned about Arkan?
My agents followed his trail from Tython to Dantooine, but it went cold after Nar Shaddaa. Alliance intelligence won't stop hunting Arkan. We will find him. I've been meaning to ask. How did you defeat Valen aboard the gravestone?
I didn't. Valkorion triggered conditioning buried deep in Valen's mind. She wanted to strike me down, but she couldn't.
I see.
I
That must be
remove the chat
agonizing
for
for
the
Valen, but it's good
for the
news for the
cutscene.
Alliance. Despite all we've endured, we're stronger than ever.
Indeed.
Surrender to self-delusion. If not for my conditioning, Valen would rain death upon this world.
Shut it.
You are strong, but you are never safe.
I need a fleet that obeys my commands without question. Give it to me.
Connecting to Gemini frequency. Resetting all units to default programming.
But why is the droid helping her?
Reset complete. Awaiting input.
Vessel 9947, destroy Vessel 3265. Everything is so much better when we know our place.
Why did the droid help her? Like, in that sense, he had no ulterior motives to help her. In that sense, without a doubt. The Dragon's Maw, Chapter 6, Ascension. Here we go, people. I still have, let me check the time. Half an hour. Half an hour to begin Chapter 6. We'll see. We have half an hour to begin Chapter 6. Half an hour, people. Half an hour.
We've got bad news. 6 Alliance patrols, 4 outposts.
Only 4 chapters left,
all
people.
destroyed by the Eternal Fleet.
6, 7, 8, 9. 4 left. We are more than 50% through it. I will have the pleasure of saying that I soloed all of Knights of the Fallen Empire and all of Knights of the Eternal Throne, except for 2 encounters. 1 in each of them. That weren't even the final bosses. Good.
If Scorpio freed the Geminis once, she may help us do it again. Can we contact her?
Our only option is to remove Valen from power, but she's nearly untouchable on the Spire.
I found someone who can help. An inside man on Zakul.
Koth, maybe? That said he would go into obscurity? I know. Oh, what a haircut, people.
I apologize
And what a nose.
And you are?
Indozal, magistrate of revelry and attendant to Empress Valen. She's a plague on the good people of Zakul. But if we work together, we can remove her from power and end this blasted war.
Oh, I don't think so. The Empire was was turned into a disarray. Has been in disarray because of your people. No, you misunderstand me. There will be absolute obliteration.
A nice sentiment, but how do I know you're telling the truth?
Ah, we don't have an option. It's a script,
Your
people.
lovely little droid can vouch for me.
Okay.
Don't worry. Endo's clean.
But eager to get my hands dirty. Valen is throwing a party on Zakul to celebrate her glory. I guess
This gotta be
is
joke.
exclusive. But I'll secure invitations, disguises, everything you need to infiltrate the party and overthrow the Empress.
Valen can sense my presence. We'll need a distraction if we want to get close.
Distractions are my specialty, and your party crash is my magnum opus.
Even if we avoid detection, we'd need an army to penetrate her defenses.
And an army you'll have. During the party, Valen plans to execute my dear friends, a host of Zakulan rebels.
That are meant to be free.
And they will help dethrone the Empress.
Your rebel friends better be ready to die for their cause. I won't tolerate cowardice.
They stand ready to fight on the battlefield of freedom.
This could work. T7 and I can slice into the security grid.
And I'll help you get close enough to trigger Valen's conditioning.
How exciting! I take it Operation Dragon's Maw is a go.
Tell me that's not really the name of the mission.
Never do anything unless you do it in style.
Oh my god, we got a clown.
Let's liberate an empire, shall we?
Oh my god, we got a clown, people.
In 1 hour,
Got a clown.
we infiltrate Zakul and crash Valen's party.
I love how modern writers take all of these things like military operations and anything like a fucking joke. Have you noticed that older games take them more seriously? Like if you play, I don't know, which one was it? Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor had all of those operation names. There's a Medal of Honor one, the one from 2007, 2008. Basically, has all of the names of the operations of World War II. And yeah. Compared to the hair of no military soldier would have that haircut, people. It just makes me laugh. That haircut with the little, like on top of it, right in the center, the little full curly hair there. Like he looked like Johnny Bravo, you know? He looked like Johnny Bravo, this guy. The mastermind of the infiltration and freedom of the Sakulian planet. He looks like Johnny Bravo. He looks like fucking Johnny Bravo, people. You remember those tunes from the 90s? I grew up with them, so yeah, I do remember it.
I can use the rest.
Okay. Let's see. Let's begin chapter 6. Let's go. Let's go, people. We are almost there. Only 4 chapters to go. Full master mode, Knights of the Eternal Throne. Only one fight not soloed.
Strike her down, and this empire will be yours to command.
When I take the throne, how long before you call for my destruction?
If I wanted you destroyed, I would have done it long ago. My fate is tied to yours.
We're approved for landing. Endo really pulled through with our disguises. Let's suit up before we make landfall.
Alright, let's see. I have half an hour, people, to see if I can finish chapter 6.
We are family. Kneel before the dragon of Zakul.
Excellent form.
If you want something, spit it out.
Your guests are arriving. They toast your name and hungrily await your speech.
And the rebels.
Adorned with shock collars as you requested.
The party must be perfect. If you disappoint me... I'll watch you sizzle.
Psychopaths in the room, people. We got psychopaths in the room, you know. In the room, you know how I deal with psychopaths. No. Half an hour I got. Half an hour.
I can't see a thing in this blasted disguise. How do we look?
If I didn't know better, I'd think you were the Knight Captain.
I'll take that as a compliment. Let's find Endo.
We get to play like this with this suit. Ah, yes, we do. It's a cool 90s, guys. It's just a cool. What happens if I try to remove the buff? You can't. Ah, you're right. You are not meant to. Of course, we are not meant to run.
You didn't tell me there would be holonet drones at the party.
Isn't it wonderful? Our faces will be broadcast all over the cool.
We'll be the talk of the Spire. How's my hair?
Okay. We move here, people. 44, 15 minutes. I'll leave everything ready for next time. I cannot leave myself like this. Shit. This is a slow section, people.
Welcome, honored guests. Tonight, we celebrate our glorious leader, the one and only Empress Valen.
Yay! Psychopaths in the house. Did they program an animation for this? Yes, of course. I would have expected less. Do you see? This is a clear example.
No entry, period.
Where's your supervisor? I will not be treated like this.
Become a knight of the cool, I thought. Live a life of glory and intrigue.
You're gonna like this.
Look at.
Well, I had a bit of an equipment malfunction.
Look at this technique, people. Classic technique from games from this period of time that I would bring back, which is mixing 2D backgrounds. This is perfectly executed. Can you tell which of the buildings are 3D models and which ones are 2D models here? The Lord of the Rings War in the North that I reviewed 2 years ago also did this perfectly. Look, can you tell which ones? Here maybe you can tell. These are 2D models, the cars. These buildings, this one are 2D models. These ones are 3D models. See, because of the positioning, how perfectly blended they are. Classic technique from the early 2000s. This was done much later as the game got updated, probably 2017, something like that. But this technique, they are working with old technology, and see how it blends perfectly. Nowadays, in a lot of games, they just block your sight or something like that. This is an incredible technique that I love to see every time I stumble upon it. Without that, can I deploy some more crew skills? No, I can't. I need the crew skills for my crafting. Pretty much. Pretty much. So, they didn't let me enter there, so we try to enter through here. Oh, nice lightning here with nice atmosphere. Palace of the Eternal Dragon level 1.
Exiting the party is strictly forbidden. But honestly, who'd ever want to cut such a fantastic evening short?
Oh, not bad how they decorated the place. Beautiful place. That's for sure. That's one thing that they did correctly. Decorating the whole place. Love the chandeliers there.
Steer clear of the Horizon Guard. If we're not careful, they'll see right through these disguises.
What, that thing? There? Okay. You're the boss. We came through here, so we move over here. It's like a stealth section, people. Ah! Do they move? Yeah, this section is quite slow, huh? We might have to do it. next time. Oh, that guy's not moving. There's only one way to go then. Hi there. So slow. This section is so the player can stop and reflect upon life. So fuckingly slow. We have like a small light there.
This was a party to celebrate the Empress. I wasn't aware of any special guests. The shock collars are a little unsettling, but traitors deserve it. Praise Empress Valen. Yes, of course. Praise Empress Valen.
Ferocious Beast. I love that they didn't even use a name there, just Ferocious Beast, and they threw it there. Oh, nice there, nice touch. Look at that, the thingy with the bubbles going up. Not bad, not bad. Raz and the U-boat kings. These guys are dancing. How many Palace of it? We have some other people trying to do this probably on not as stupidly as I do on master mode. Yeah. I thought this was a pool actually.
Fetch me another drink.
Aaron, it's me, Nadia. We were neighbors for 3 years.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
But Aaron...
I don't associate with traitors. Now, about that drink?
Ferocious Beast number 2, people. Energy lesion more of catastrophic power failure, but that seems rather unlikely. Single-minded, unless otherwise compelled, attacks the closest target. Alertness, immune to crowd control effects that break on damage, and cannot be interrupted. Interesting. Interesting to know. Interesting to know, people. Front halls. Let's see. Made it. Easily.
Lana, we're in the party. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. We're plugged into SPA security, ready to assist.
My favorite nights. Welcome to the Grand Festival of Empress Valen. We must be careful. The Holonet drones are broadcasting this party for all the galaxy to see.
Valen wants to make an example of the rebels. We need to free them before it's too late.
I'm with you there, my friend.
Removing those shock collars won't be easy. You have any tricks up your sleeve?
That I do.
Party favors?
Ion charges to attach to the security relays. Trigger them during Valen's big speech. The blast will disable the collars, leaving my compatriots free to join your attack.
How did you manage to smuggle ion charges into a party?
I have deceptively large pockets. I'll keep the party going while you set the charges. But once the task is done, we'll show the Empress what we're made of.
Note, you will need to use your wits if you're going to infiltrate the planet. Explore the environment, search for clues, and talk to people within the palace. If you need help, use the hint ability. Black screen. Right. Note. You'll need to use your wits to infiltrate Balin's. Okay, looks like this stealth section goes on, but I can move normally. Perfect. I can move normally. In that sense, I can move normally. Okay, people. I think I'll leave this for next time, if you don't mind. Now that we can run, hopefully I can get out of this, turning into a normal character. I wonder what happens if I go to my stronghold from here. Should be more than enough. So aside to that, thank you from the bottom of my heart to Patrick and to Pillow for participating today, for visiting me all the 3 days of the week. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to you too for always having nice discussions with me all the time. There we go. We are back to normal. Ah, we lost our sprint ability though. Ah, we need to be careful with those shits. We need to be careful with those shits. There, sprint should always be active. Sprint should always be active there. So we activate it there. Perfect. So we remove this and I can go on with my normal gameplay of it. Companion, I should be able to have my crew skills here. So we'll leave everything ready here. Done. And this one comes with me all at level 50. Good. Perfect. My Dreadmaster droid, we are back to reality. Okay, let me see the 3 emails from the guys there. Iocath's update will put a zero patrol near Iocath system to control the vehicle radiation layer too high for any vessels to get close. Those are limited, but it would be great to simply abandon the system to ignore Iocath. Okay, Scorpio Ascension. Commander, I have begun the process of assimilating my consciousness with Iocath. The possibilities available to me are infinite. 0, 8 to 9, 21 beyond the scope of your limiting semantics. I have developed a new language to compensate the analysis of remain right and the core field problem was fundamentally correct. His malamine affecting system represent the architecture. No return to Iocath until the radiation subsides. So there, that plot element is left there. End of the communication. I must purge the data banks of unessential data. Thank you for the gift, Commander, etc. Okay. The glorious aftermath of Iocath. Doctoral Guru. I have experienced an epiphany, a breakthrough, a watermelon moment of unimaginable magnitude. Forgive me if I gush, but the thrill of the sky had let me quite get you. Your visit to Iocath has unlocked a variable cornucopia of advancements and using any other by the vacation and the automatic word. But for now, we please know that I've already incorporated some of Iocath wondering those on the planet already fast. Haven't turned into we'll be ready. Okay. Some plot elements, but not much to deal with. Welcome to my palace, people. This is my Dreadmaster Palace. I'm decorating it. I'm at 77 completion. I'm making progress in that sense. So pretty much. I spend most of my time here, just meditating here or here or whatever. It's like a church at the end of the day in some way, like a cathedral. Okay, people, it's been a pleasure. Have a great week. Hope you enjoyed the incredible adventures of Van Helsing. On Tuesday, we'll continue with Drakensang Online. Pretty much. We'll continue with Drakensang Online. That will have the event that District mentioned to me. So we'll have the Sarkon event, and we'll be able to continue with the story. In the case of this one, we'll continue next Thursday. As you can see, we are making amazing progress. Only 4 to go, and that's pretty much it. This is the extra chapter that you just pay for to do. Pretty much it. It's pretty much it. The only ones that I have been unable to solo so far are this one with the Genuharadan Hunters, this one without a dab, this one is completely broken, and this one, but I didn't try with the Juggernaut here. This one. Anarchy in Paradise. The final boss of Anarchy in Paradise. This one, I was also unable to solo it. As a sorcerer, I didn't try with the Juggernaut. I have to try it with the Juggernaut. Then the rest, with the Juggernaut, I could beat Arcan. I could beat this one. That was also quite brutal. As a sorcerer, this one as I could. I think it was as a sorcerer. Well, anyways, it doesn't matter because you just break the line of sight. No, I think I did it as a juggernaut. So yeah, I couldn't as a sorcerer, but yes as a juggernaut. I dual spec as a juggernaut and got through, but with really terrible gear. At the end of the day, I was playing 337 or something like that, with terribly outdated gear. So we only have these ones, and I'm pretty much done. Once I'm done with all of these, I am free to go through the other silly small expansions. These were the last big story expansions of the game. So pretty much this is how I spend most of my time. Like here, looking at the stained glass here, or at the holocron. I love staying here, looking at the holocron, or at the rest of my places. Here I have my dreadful throne, my study here, and here I finished decorating here. Look at all those shackled crystals. Have you noticed that these ones, for example, the red light of the eyes only appears as you look at them straight on. Otherwise it disappears. If you look at them like this, it disappears. Quite good. Or here, for example, in my council chamber as well. My council chamber. Looks amazing. Okay, people. I leave you all. Thanks for visiting me all of this week. Same for District, Flying Energies, to Axis, to Crowbar, to everyone who visited me. Thanks to the 89th YouTube subscriber as well. Thanks to the 89th YouTube subscriber. Next week I'll read your name, if I can see your username. And see you all tomorrow. Hope you all have a great weekend, and see you all tomorrow. Special thanks to Patrick and to Pillow that debate so much with me so far, and to Axis and Crowbar for the subs, and also District that we debated about AI and space. With District is more science talk, with Patrick is more like philosophical talk, and with Pillow is more like political talk. And I, and I do them all. People, see you all next week. Have a great weekend. We'll continue with Dragons and Online with the event. Hopefully we can continue with the story. See you all on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Bye bye. I love you all. Bye bye.